66 degrees this morning. That's 18.5 degrees centigrade. Oh, man. So, last night for supper I made eggs and toast. I'd already gotten the daily video done before we ate because I walked the dogs a little earlier. And had a piece of the next last piece of chocolate cream pie for dessert. Mom had a nectarine for dessert. I think that's what it was. Whoops, where are you going? Bella, where are you going? Bella, come on. Come on. Good girl. I also finished up the second Hunt Showdown highlights video. That took longer than I wanted. Certain clips just take a long time to edit, especially if a lot of different things happen over a long period of time. If stuff happens all at once and then it's done, it's easy. It's when you get into multiple fights or a lot of different things happen. Hopefully they're still enjoyable to people. After that, I watched a couple episodes of All in the Family. That's good. Edith's Problem was one, wherein Edith goes through menopause. Keith Stapleton was just over the top. She was great. I forget what the other one was about off the top of my head. And then I read till way too late. Got involved in reading Saga of the Swamp Thing, which was a mistake because it's so good. Got involved in rereading Scare Tactics, which was a really good little series from the late 90s. All right, let's go, girls. Let's go. Come on, let's go. So it was midnight before I got to bed. Come on. Hope, hope, hope. Come on, come on, come on. Good girl. Can't remember my dreams. Oh, I remember the last one. So I woke up about 6, went to the bathroom, went back to bed, and fell back to sleep. And then we got up at 7. And the last dream we were fighting Rotjaw from Hunt Showdown. And we had figured out a new way to do it. And when he charged, I shoved my shotgun into his mouth and I'd start shooting it. Had a repeating shotgun. And then we moved him because he shrunk to cover the end of the shotgun towards our cars. And he finally jumped off when he got down to half damage. He finally jumps off. But then he was stuck because there was a fence and he couldn't get back in the water. That's all I remember. Oh no! Oh my gosh. No, I do remember another dream I had. So, come on, Bella, come on. Bella, come on. So Psycho Ghost is a guy who plays a lot of Hunt Showdown. He's a Crytek partner, all that jazz. He's Austrian. So I dreamt I was in Austria and was visiting him for some reason. He lived in this, well, I don't think it started that way. I think it started as part of a game. As part of a video game. And then I entered this house with this long staircase that went up, and each floor was just one big room. And the staircase just went from one corner of the building to the other corner of the building, piercing these 3 floors. Bella, come on. And turned out it was his house. So he kind of was like the way I would expect him to act, obviously, which was like, oh, you're here. Well, okay, I'll be polite. And I ended up going downstairs because it was an interesting house. The top floor was almost all empty, except there was like a cute kitchenette in a corner. Very small for how much space he had. Okay, dogs have tangled me. But he was nice enough to show me. I go downstairs. On the ground floor, there's these areas, because your front door's there. There's halls off to the left and right. And the steps just go up straight from the front door. There's a little space, a foyer. And I go over to one and find his bed and his lap, and I guess like his iPad or his tablet or whatever. And I look at it because I wanted to look up something of mine. And he comes in, he goes, well, that's it, you're out. Because apparently I had crossed the boundary. And I was like, oh yeah, okay, I'm sorry. I was sitting in his bed. He was obviously not pleased with that. Okay. I got to my car, it was a Toyota, a little two-door. And I climb in to the driver's side for the United States. I don't know which side of the road they drive on in Austria, but apparently my mind thinks they drive on the left side of the road because the steering wheel was on the right side of the car. I was like, oh, car's full of all these rags. I'm pretty certain I thought it was a rental. I was like, this is a rental, why is it full of trash? So I'm pushing all this stuff to the back seat so I can get into the driver's seat. The passenger side did not have a seat, just floor. Or else it had a really high seat. Oh, Bella, come on. Bella, Bella, Bella. That's all I remember. It's weird. Afternoon walk. 83 degrees this afternoon. It's about 28 degrees centigrade. I don't think I got anything done today at all. I got some prep done for the stream this afternoon. I had to cut some things. There's a puzzle. Apparently it's part of the scenario. Then I read. I've been working on scare tactics. It's an excellent comic book. I also did research trying to figure out where they've appeared, which is like nowhere. It was a short run, 2 years, 12 issues. I think I own all of them. And 4 specials where they hooked up with regular DC heroes. Catwoman, Robin, who the heck else? Impulse, and ouch, Superboy. That was the last one. The new Superboy from the 90s. So I finished reading all those this afternoon. It's earlier than usual because I'll be streaming in a little bit. They're really good. It's a good storyline. It's interesting characters. Just overall, just A+. I'm so glad that I collected that back in the day.